Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Death Smasher, and I know I'm a little late with this, but I feel like this needs to be set and done because we're already getting close to Can't Fear Your Own World characters, and today we got a sudden update, which I did not cover earlier this morning, and we have some free daily summons that start from tomorrow up until the 16th. The Getsuga Tensho free daily summons. Now, here you basically get to do a single every day, and the featured units are the Full Bring Shika Ichigo, 2nd Anniversary Ichigo, Kugo Ginjo, the attack one, not the shitty mind one. But in the available characters, we also have White Zangetsu, Isshin, White Ichigo, Full Bring, Bankai Ichigo, Tensa Zangetsu, and the shit mind Ginjo. And really, you basically get to do a single every day. Now, of course, mainly, I will say that this is a good thing, because you do get a chance at getting a 5-star, but it's also a bad thing, because in the end, you only do one single and that's it, and sometimes you either get lucky or not. I've never pulled a 5-star from free singles on this account, and I don't think I ever will, to be honest, but whatever. The 4-star Ichigos are always good for augmenting my characters. Anyways, it's not only that, but we are basically getting a 1000-year Blood War summons campaign. When I saw this, I was like, what the fuck? Because I was also in a card and basically going to some place, and I looked into it and it was like, oh, how disappointing. Anyways, let's just go and look into it. Here's the info. At the end of April this year, the current emperor of Japan will abdicate to make way for his eldest son. This will mean a change to the traditional Japanese calendar, as this calendar is divided into eras based on the rank of each emperor. To mark this occasion and commemorate the end of the current Heisei period, we have a special Getsuga Tensho and 1000-year Blood War summons campaign lined up. So Getsuga free daily summons already got over it. But anyways, the 1000-year Blood War summons campaign is basically bringing back all of the current manga characters that are out right now. Manga Round 1, Eyes Wide Open. Manga Round 2, The Thirst. Manga Round 3, A Brief Glimpse, and Manga Round 4, The Future. So, anyways, here's the big disappointment. No individual banners, and they're all 3% gotchas with fillers. So, anyways, let's just go ahead and look into Manga Round 1. But they did change the filler lineup because normally they keep on rehashing the same fillers, but this time they changed the last 2 units here. Before, I don't remember what it was, but I think it was like Tag Team Rengiku and White Ichigo. Now they changed it to Lisa and Kaname. Now, Lisa's kind of outdated for GQ, but don't get me wrong, she's still pretty much relevant to this day. But nowadays, I just use her as a link for my Yoruichi, because I just have better units for Guild Quest. And Kaname is just, well, he is still pretty relevant to this day, amazing for Guild Quests, and is a good range Soul Reaper killer, except I have Cacao Society Orihime. Riruka! I'm such a fucking idiot. But anyways, it features the 4 following, it also features Manga Toshiro, Manga Byakuya, Manga Shunsui, and Manga Saji. Now, getting Manga Toshiro and Manga Shunsui, they're the best rewards from Manga Round 1. Now, Manga Toshiro, he is one of the few top-tier Guild Quest units in the game, because he has a SP of 749, attack at 638, Holo Killer, he has a recharge time soul trait, he has Frenzy, Debilitator, Sprinter, Long Reach, Devastation, 40% weakened defense. He does not have a Bruiser, but his strong attacks are really flashy, really quick, and he is just a unit made to last, to be able to wipe out mobs in a fast amount of time, and it's just overall really good. He is one of the best Guild Quest units in the game for a good reason. Now, next up, Manga Byakuya. He's a hybrid character, 697 and 683 SP. He doesn't hold up well compared to the newer manga characters, but when you build him full strong attack damage, he is a force to be reckoned with, because his full strong attack, his full stamina damage boost does help boost up his character. His second strong attack is a shield. He has a Rancor Killer, and he's just an overall beast for IZ, and is just an overall really damn good hybrid. He is still one of the best hybrid units in the game, and if you guys do get him, you guys still got an amazing manga character, because he is a great nuker, great support unit, and just hits hard. Even though he doesn't have Frenzy, because he has a 30 Bruiser, 40 Berserker, have a 20% Bombardment, Weakened Defense, and Sprinter. Manga Shinsui, don't let his SP fool you, because he hits really hard with his strong attacks, because he has a second strong attack with a 160 mag, insta-kills an enemy when getting up close, and his special does insta-kill. And he has strong attack damage 20%, long range 20%, havoc 20%, devastation 40%, bruiser 30%, frenzy, and sprinter. He doesn't inflict any status ailments, but his kit is still really goddamn flashy. And it's just an overall really good unit for Guild Quest if you don't have Yoruichi. But I have Yoruichi, so I use him a lot less, but he's still really good, in my opinion. Manga Sajin, he used to be really good in PvP, up until Retsu came out, because in the end Retsu had Captain Killer, damage reduction. Sajin, on the other hand, he is still really good for PvP, not PvP, PvE, because he still has 762 attack, 616 SP, Espada Killer, normal attack damage 20%, with Flurry, Sprinter, Poise, Berserker at 30%, and Long Reach at 15%. And Long Reach is kind of a bit debatable, because it should have been at 20%. But really, the thing that did not make him less in PvP is the Bad Killer, because Espada Killer is just never going to be used in PvP anymore, and the only Espada in PvP is Anniversary Ulquiorra. And even then, just about any captain with Captain Killer, or even Chad, will melt like a motherfucker, because he's just out of the meta. And Lisa, I don't have to go over, or look it up on Brave Souls, FYI. I'm just going over the manga characters. So yeah, Manga Round 1, it's a good banner to summon on. But because it's 3%, it just disgusts me. Then, Manga Round 2. Let's go over the characters real quick. So, the filler characters we have is basically Tech Team Ikaku, who is really good for IZ. The Tech Ginjo, who is also really good. Also a good bonus unit for Guild Quest, and good for PvE in general, also Senkaimon Quest and Tag Team Omaida. In my opinion, he is just a nuker. Just a nuker, I just don't think he's bad. And anyways, let's go over the characters. But to be honest, I consider this banner being 4 fillers and 2 characters, and you guys will understand why. Alright, so Yachiru Unohana, she is still by far one of the best characters in the game. She has 700... she has basically the 3rd highest attack in the game, 766 attack, Captain Killer, damage reduction, Flurry, Medic, Poise, Berserker at 30%, Sprinter, and Long Reach at 20%. Her second strong attack heals, and she can insta-kill on her special attack while healing her teammates in PvP. That's just how busted she is, and she's still, even though she's gotten weaker, she's still broken in PvP. That's how much there is to it. Kinpachi, he's actually pretty good, but he has one thing that kind of makes him draw back. He doesn't have Sprinter, meaning that he's only going to be useful for PvE and Senkaimon quests, but not Guild quests, which is kind of a shame. You need the speed item by force if you want to be able to use him for Guild quests. But that being said, he is still a very good character because he has a really high SP. His special allows him to transform, and he just has an overall good kit. And if you guys saw my video, I reviewed him. So yeah. And then little girl Yachiru, I'm just gonna say this right now. She is by far the weakest manga character in the entire game, and okay, statistically, it's pretty good. But when you look at her skills and killer, it's pretty bad. Like, she has a 30% bruiser, Berserker at 40%, Long Reach at 20%, Weakened Defense, Sprinter, and Bombardment. The only thing that makes her really good is just that fact that she can nuke, and that's it. And she has a Espada Killer, making her really bad. She is by far one of the worst PvE units in the game. It doesn't even work for fucking PvP. That's just how bad she is. She's not even considered a fucking manga character. She's just a filler to be in with the rest of the characters. But that being said, she does have strong attack recharge at 14%, which is an enhanced link, and will work on good units like Manga Toshiro, Manga Renji, Anniversary Ukiura, Power Aizen, and whatnot. That's her only redeeming quality, but if you guys get her, I feel bad for you because she's just not a good unit. Not a good unit at all. And then next up is Manga Round 3. As soon as we get there. And there we go. Manga Round 3. It has Ichigo, Rukia, and Renji. I do not have Rukia, but I don't care too much about her. I won't lie. Anyways, the filler pool from here is actually pretty good because you have Rengiku, who is really good. Who is a really good Vortex unit for Guild Quest. Tsukishima. He does have no affiliation killer, which kind of does hinder him in PvE. But he is really useful in Senkaimon quests, and also a useful link for Yuha. So getting him is not a big loss, and he's actually really good. Orihime, she is okay. That being said, she's still an amazing 20 DR link for Unohana, and she can work as a substitute for Retsu. So she's kind of an okay win, but I would definitely take her if I pulled her from the banner. But anyways, going into the characters, Ichigo has the second highest attack in the game with 771 and a SP of 626. Now, this man was mainly built to be used for PvE and not PvP, and we'll see why. So he has Espada Killer, which is already pretty bad, but he does have a 20% normal attack damage link, Flurry, Berserker at 40%, Weakened Defense, Devastation at 40%, and Sprinter. This man is one of the hardest hitting normal attack damage units in the game, and because they even gave him Weakened Defense when using his special, you can basically do double the damage when using your normal attacks, and it works very effectively against a boss. Again, this man is a ranged flurry unit, and he's just made to be used just in PvE, not PvP. If you want to use a flurry unit for PvP, get Yama, since he's in the fucking premium pool. Manga Rukia, she's actually the one that is actually the best in the banner, but she isn't as flashy as Manga Toshiro. And I don't have her, but I already know how she plays because her first strong attack is like a lounge, and her second is like a small vortex. Like, it doesn't really do much, and third is full screen. But she does murder Toshiro in PvP. But that being said, what she does have is Oranker Killer, strong attack damage 20%, long reach at 20%, bruiser 20%, devastation at 40%, sprint, and freeze immunity. And her special, when used, creates a short-lasting vortex, surrounding vortex around her, but only lasts for a short while and can only be activated when using her special. So if you're thinking about using her and hoping to play as her Bankai, it's just a cinematic in the end. You won't be able to use her. Renji is also a pretty impressive character because he can insta-kill on his special. His third strong attack is a charged attack, and he has a really good kit. Don't get me wrong, he's not as good as Manga Toshiro, but he is still one of the best Oranker killers in the game. Because anyways, he has Oranker Killer, strong attack recharge minus 12%, bruiser 20%, frenzy, sprinter, long reach 20%, havoc 20%, and devastation at 40%. He doesn't inflict any status ailments, but he is by far a really, really good unit. Trust me. When I got him, I was like, oh my god, this Renji is really fucking good. And I link slotted this, man. It was worth it, man. I actually like Renji. And he's by far the best Renji in the game, by far. Sorry, Speed Renji, but you still suck. Anyways, and last but not least, Manga Round 4. Which is the banner you guys should mainly go for. Because let's just go over. Now, the filler pool, they gave us Tag Team Yama and the new Speed Riruka. They're both really good. Speed Riruka, she kind of does have a linear kit, but she's kind of similar but she does have a self-boosting strong attack, so, and it has Enhancer, so she's still really good regardless. and she does make a really good bonus unit for Guild Quest. And Tag Team Yama, he is just an IZ beast because he has Soul Reaper and Hollow Killer. He is a unit not to be fucked with if you guys get him, and I'm glad I got him. Anyway, the 4 main units. We have True Bankai Ichigo, who is by far one of the strongest units in the game because he has the 3rd highest SP in the game. His 2nd strong attack allows him to transform into the Horn of Salvation, boosts his stats, and changes his strong attack and normal attack magnifications, so he hits way harder. And he has strong attack recharge minus 12%, frenzy, enhancer, paralysis, immunity, bruiser 20%, devastation at 40%, sprinter, and weaken immunity. This is how good he is of a unit, and it's just a must-have for everything. He's really good in Guild Quest, PvE, Senkaimon Quest. If you guys get this unit, you guys have the best unit in the game. Trust me. Now, as for Yhwach, his only use is really for being a nuker in Guild Quest, Senkaimon quests, and just PvP, because he does have the he does have the second. No, excuse me. Hold on. Let me rearrange that. Ichigo has the 4th highest SP in the game. Okay, sorry. Ichigo has the 4th highest SP in the game. Yhwach has the 2nd highest SP in the game. The ones that have the 3rd highest SP in the game is Power Aizen and the New Belief Toshiro. But here's where he falls down short. So he has damage reduction, Captain Killer, and he has no frenzy. He only has a Berserker of 50% and a Bruiser of 30%, Bombardment, Debilitator, and Sprinter. But that being said, he does have a Start Barrier plus 10, so you can stack him up with Triple Senkaizens, and he will basically nuke in PvP when building him as a strong attack damage unit. But that being said, really his main point of PvP is the fact that he can get the Soul Bomb, because he is a ranged character, and if you build him full damage reduction with stamina, when you get the Soul Bomb, it's pretty much fucking over, because he can immediately demolish all captains, and because he has Bombardment, he insta-wins. Anyways, moving down. Yoruichi, she is by far the 2nd best Guild Quest unit in the game, because she has a 774 SP, 653 attack, Hollow Killer, strong attack damage 20%, long range 20%, frenzy, debilitator, bruiser 20%, devastation 40%, and sprinter. She has debilitating paralysis on all of her strong attacks. She has a really damn good kit, and her special allows her to transform into her Thundercat form, or Thunder God form, however you fucking want to call it, the Shunkoraiju Senkei Shunryokoku Senki, however the fuck you want to say that. Overall, she's a really amazing unit. That's all there is to say. And Kisuke, now he isn't as good as a Fullbring Bankai Ichigo when it comes to Guild Quest, but for PvE, IZ, he is a force to be reckoned with, because he has 770 SP, 642 attack, Hollow Killer, strong attack recharge minus 12%, bruiser, devastation, poison immunity, sprinter, frenzy, long reach, and he has a really good kit. But his special, not only does it hit hard, but it also gives everyone a free revive, and basically revives the character's health by 50% when fallen, making him a must-have for PvE. Now, that being said, he is not needed for Senkaimon Quest, because you already have other Hollow Killers, but this man is a must-have for Inheritance Zone, for co-op. He's just too good of a unit to pass up on. That's why he's good. And of course, he has a good kit. Anyways, would I recommend summoning on all these banners that we have right here? Now, I'm just gonna say this. It's a yes and a no. If you're new to this game, go for it. Go for it, because these are one of the best units in the game. And because they're so very hard to come by, it's actually quite convenient if you guys decide to summon on it. The problem is, these banners are all 3%. And here's where I'm gonna say no. Now, if you guys are longtime players like me, have most of the characters, and pretty much have to wait for individual banners to get these characters, I would say no. do not summon on these banners, because in my opinion, this whole celebration they have for the 1000-year Blood War characters all returning, it's a bad one. I'm sorry, it's a very bad one, because all the banners are 3%. There are no increased rates. There are no individual banners where they basically put mixed characters from each round into an individual banner. It's just so bad, guys. That's just how bad it even is. I would not recommend summoning on any of these banners, because it's 3% and it's a 0.5% chance to even get a character you want. So if you get a 5-star, it's not gonna be the character you want. It'll always be a random one until you get the character. And again, it's 3%, which is kind of not making it worthwhile to summon on any of these banners, which is, it just sucks, man. Like, why not make these banners 5%? I mean, it's freaking 6 characters, K-Lab. Fucking 6. 6 on every banner. It makes no fucking sense. And they're not even in the fucking premium summons. And the reason why I say not to summon, again, I will keep on repeating it again. Notice how we're very close. Wait, hold on. Let me just go ahead and look over it. Look at when Manga Round 4 ends. It ends on the 16th. It ends on the 16th, and normally around the 16th, the 17th, the 18th, the mid-month, we always get a mid-month gacha. And you want to know what that could mean? You guys fucking guessed it. We could very well get Can't Fear Your Own World as part of the mid-month gacha, because all these 1000-year Blood War banners, they're basically there to drain the fuck out of your orbs, making you spend money in the game to get the orbs for Can't Fear Your Own World, so that way K-Lab makes profit. And trust me, this isn't the first time K-Lab has done it. They've done it multiple times. Like, they did it with Manga Round 3. They did it with Manga Round 1. They did it with all the previous manga banners. And they even did it with fucking, yeah, fucking Manga Round 4, where they first put in Anniversary Ukiura, and then they put Manga Round 4. But that being said, I was like at fucking 7K, so yeah. Do not summon on these banners, guys, if you guys have most of the characters. They don't even have any of the individual banners, which it basically increases the amount of times I should be saying not to summon. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'll have a PvP video up soon, so